Good morning, afternoon, or evening, everybody, depending on where you're watching and when you're watching. Welcome back to the channel, and welcome back to Buckland Farm for episode number 7. I hope you all had a brilliant Christmas. This episode will be coming out the Wednesday, so day after Boxing Day. But yeah. So, last episode I did finish off our 2 fields. Just quickly show you. I don't want that. Just do it this way, shall we? Oh, it's because I'm on. Yeah. So these 2 fields here, they're all now ploughed, stone picked, and the pH level, just show you that, is perfect on both. I started harvesting the soybean field, or I finished harvesting it. We got 19,800 and something litres off there, which is all in the silo. So I'm not in a desperate hurry to sell that. We'll try and keep hold of it until June time, which I think is the best price for soybeans. Started baling this field. You can see up in the top middle of the screen that I've completed 2 contracts. They were both fertilising contracts again that popped up. So always like to jump on those quickly, get a bit of quick cash in the bank, so I will collect them soon. And then you can also see field 1, there's an active contract on there, and that is of course a baling contract, because I do love a bit of a baling contract. Another silage one, and it is on field number 1, just here. So we'll jump back over there in a minute, because I'm sure, as you can see, I've got 3 workers there and another vehicle there. I took on the contract. I thought I'll just do this one off camera again, and then start the episode, but I've been doing a bit of a test, so just quickly tab through. Right, so I thought to myself, well, instead of doing 4 jobs at once, or 4 jobs at one after the other, I thought I'm going to try the Follow Me mod and have a worker on each part of the job. So I'm driving the mower, and then following behind we've got the baler. So this is all using the Follow Me mod, which I think is a brilliant mod. They are running, but they're all set up, so once I've explained it all, we'll get going, so I don't want to turn anything off and have to reset it all. But so we've got the Renault here on the baler. So I've set him, I think, is this yards, possibly? I think these figures are yards, possibly feet, maybe. But I've set that to 100, so that when the mower is doing any sort of manoeuvring to go up the next row or whatever it's doing, it gives it a bit of room, so there's no sort of collisions or anything like that. And behind the Renault we've got the Massey on our new bale wrapper. The hail bale wrapper that I had, it wasn't working with this setup. because it really did have to be pretty much spot on to pick up the bale. So I've returned that, at least this one, which will do up to 240cm bales. So I can set the baler on the highest size bales now as well. So he's following behind, again 100 feet or yards behind, again just for that bit of manoeuvrability. But he's also an offset to the left of 2, so that allows, as you can see, the tyre tracks here from the baler. That should be able to pick up all the bales in a nice neat line down there. So that's the Massey, and then last of all we've got the Ford with the bale loader. That's set at 30 feet. It's took me two sort of headlands to get all this right, but now I've sort of worked it out. I think this should work pretty perfect, really. But I might just set him back a little bit more, just to give a bit of room. It is a quick loader, so should have no problems. But there's no offset on this one because, as you can see, again, with the tyre tracks here, that is sort of dead in the middle there, and it should pick up. The bale wrapper and this loader, they do allow for a little bit of a sort of offset. So if a bale was here, it would catch it, and the same with the baler, the bale wrapper. Sorry. So yeah, I'm hopefully, as I say, I've done two headlands, which also gave me a full load of bales. So I've took them to the sell point, and that was 40% delivered. So yeah, hopefully this will work pretty well, and it just means I can carry on doing the bale contracts off camera, or the odd one here and there on camera. It seems to be a pretty constant stream of baling contracts. Every time I go in the contract menu, there's some sort of baling contract. So yeah, it should keep us pretty busy. I will be selling whatever's left over, so it will just boost that money up again. So for now, I will get going on this. And then everybody should just follow. So I'm just gonna cut in here. I probably will miss little bits, but I'll come back and get those. I'm just going to turn the HUD off. Do a little bit, and then we'll just make sure everybody's doing what they're supposed to be doing. So if I just stop there, let's have a look back and see. Just quickly go into flight mode and have a quick look. I'm not sure why that does that. I have to press F11 5 times. It just goes through a cycle of weird things like that every time. But don't know what that's about. Right, so yeah, the loader's missed one on the corner, but unfortunately there's nothing I can do about that with the corners. I mean, obviously the baler's perfect. That's just gonna collect everything. That wrapper is on course to pick that one up when we get going again. Yeah, I think that's pretty much just because we're bang on the corner there where it dropped the bale. So why has he got an unwrapped one? Right, well, I think what we'll do, we'll just carry on, get the rest of the field done, and then see what we're like at the end of the field. I mean, even if it doesn't get every single bit, it's still going to be a lot easier than doing each part of the job separately. So I'm pretty happy with that. Now you will notice once I get to this part of the field, it does go a little bit stuttery. I think there's a massive FPS drop along the edge of this field, like there, and I think that's pretty much because that is the end of the field. Sorry, the edge of the map. As we get going down here, it's a lot better. Also, apologies if the sound and visual quality wasn't that great in the last episode. I was having a real nightmare when I was recording that episode with my internet. It kept bobbing in and out, which obviously affected the game and affected the microphone that I'm using. So yeah, apologies for the poor quality of that. I'm hoping after the Christmas period to get onto my internet provider and find out what's going on, because it shouldn't be as bad as it is, but it is what it is at the moment. So just got to put up with it for now. I know I should really be lifting the mowers up when I'm not actually mowing, but just want to make sure this does. Now you see something's gone wrong there. Baler. So the baler's no, because I did that turn probably. Right. And he's wrapping. Looks like he's picked up all the bales so far. He's just gone straight into the hedge. I think that's because I did that turn. No. Now he's closing the gap. Let's just get him moving along. Hopefully the Massey won't do the same thing, but the feeling is going to. which means bale picker-upper. Right, we're going to have to stop everyone for a minute. So I think a lot more, or a little bit more sort of thought about where I drive when I'm actually on the field. But in theory, it will work by the looks of it. I think what I will do, I think I'm going to get the rest of this finished off, and then I'll bring you back in when it's all done. Yeah, I don't want you to be suffering watching me struggle, but in theory it's working, and a little bit more practice on and a bit more wariness on corners and etc., then I think it would be a pretty good system. The Follow Me mod is absolutely brilliant. I love it. Along with course play and auto drive. Course play and auto drive, I've still got a lot to learn, but the basics are down, so yeah. Right, I will cut you back in when this is all done. See you shortly. Right, so that's the baling contract finished. My experiment on the whole worked. There's a couple of little bits that I had to go back over, a couple of bales I had to go back and wrap that had been missed, but yeah, I'm pretty pleased with how that experiment went. So I think there was 24 bales left over at the end of the contract. So I've cashed in the 3 contracts, the 2 fertilising and the baling, plus the excess bales at the end. So we're now at £228,692. I'm very pleased with that. Nice to have a bit of a healthy bank balance. Came back into this field and just baled up the rest of the straw. So we are going to keep these bales for now, and we'll stack them up somewhere in the yard, and then we'll go and collect the silage bales out of the 2 pastures. Yeah, I think we'll keep them all. I think the best price is December or January for the bales, so try and start keeping stuff now until the best price, really, and then yeah, get some decent money in the bank, start getting all this lease stuff paid off. Just trying to think where to stack all these now. I think what I'll do is stack them all round here by these silage bales, and then can move them with the telehandler. yeah, so I hope everyone's Christmas was good and went well. As I say, we had a lot of excited children in the house. They woke us up at. Did really well this year actually. They waited until about 8 o'clock, so to come and wake us up, which is pretty good to be fair. But yeah, very excited to be opening all the presents. And then spent the day playing with what they had got. Had a nice big roast, big Christmas dinner. Usually it's quite busy around Christmas with us. We have different people over and different family members, but this year was a bit quiet really. It was just us and the kids, so yeah, it was nice. Makes a nice change sometimes. I'm actually recording this late Christmas Day night, Boxing Day tomorrow. Again, just a nice quiet one at home, I think. Got a few people over in the evening. So yeah, it's not been too bad. Right, just put the rest of this into quick time lapse, I think. Pick the rest of these bales up and then I'll catch you in a few seconds. Right, that's all those bales picked up and As I say, I've just stacked them up here. The last three are different sizes, as you saw on that quick time lapse. So I think I will possibly stack them all in here. All the ones that we're going to keep and sell at the right time. So possibly in that barn, or maybe this one. There's a bit more room in here. There's a lot more room in here. But we'll see. And then I think I just need to concentrate on... Sorry, I'm all over the place here. Concentrate on getting this field mulched, limed and ploughed, and then stone picked to get the pH level back up. And then we've got 3 fields ready to seed in for the next episode. I think I'll get a few bits done off camera. I know I am doing quite a few bits off camera, but ideally I would like to have a go at sort of cinematic. So rather than a time lapse, just putting some clips of different bits of field work together and putting it into a bit of a cinematic. That's the word I can think of for it. That way I can get a few jobs done in one short sort of period, but still show you viewers what we're doing. And yeah, but I do need to have a bit of a practice with that and see how we get on. So, but at the moment, I think a few little time lapses here and there, and a bit of me babbling on. We'll have to do, I'm afraid. So, yeah. But yeah, like I say, I'll get a few bits done off camera, get this field up to the same level as the other two. Might need to give the chickens a little bit more feed, top up the greenhouse, get those bales stacked away. So yeah, these couple of episodes will be a little bit shorter. The last one was 30 minutes, I think. I think this one will be around about the same. Just because of it being Christmas, recording time and getting them edited and stuff like that. It's a bit harder to do, but I mean, I can try and stick to sort of 30-minute episodes if that's what people prefer. I was sort of aiming for 45 minutes originally, so if 30 minutes is better, then let me know in the comments. But yeah, I think we'll leave it here for this one, and hopefully in the next episode we will be ready to drill in some crops. So we've got the 3 fields now or we will have the 3 fields to drill in. On a side note, I am sort of thinking already thinking of expansion. I was looking at this field here. It's always on the workers page. Yeah, this field here, or farmland 3, it's field 32. But it is 415,000. We've already got a 10% discount from Alexis Jaquette. But then I did look at this one, Farmland 2, which is field 24 and 25. And that is 297,494 for Muriel Manure. Manure. I'm not even going to bother trying to pronounce French names. I don't know why they're French names on this map, with it being set in the UK, but a lot of French farmers for some reason. But yes, so that's only 200. Well, I say only. It's £297,494. So it's not a bigger. It's not as big an area. But what I'm thinking is there's a hedge between the two. So if that's not possible to remove in game, could possibly have a go at removing that hedge in GE and then creating one field like we have with this one. So that's a possibility, and then gives us quite a big fourth crop field then. But we shall see. I also need to get some lime and fertilizer in 30 and 26 to get those up to scratch on the pH and nitrogen for the word we shall not say, PF. Yeah, so a few bits and pieces to do, but I think we'll leave a lot of that for the next episode. So yeah, thank you very much for joining me again. Thank you for all the support so far. Hopefully it can continue. Please hit the like button, subscribe if you don't already, and please feel free to leave a comment. I'll always try and reply back wherever possible. But all of that will help the channel grow. I know I keep saying it, but I probably will keep saying it each episode for now. So yeah, but thank you very much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.